Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov.
Father, forgive us, as we all have sinned. Dog angels on earth, as it is in heaven, even dogs pray. This is a prayer for the thugs. I don't care if you die, move, because it's God's love. This is a prayer for the thugs. I don't care if you die, move, because it's God's love. This is a prayer for the thugs. We afraid, man. We brothers, man. Let's pray. Do you believe in the prophecies that the Messiah gonna free our seas and bring the truth back to Tel Aviv? True indeed, we've been on the sea. Now America is under siege. Even the citizens overseas. Chemtrails in the air we breathe. At 13, they could barely read, but he can sell crack and roll weed. Niggas acting like they don't bleed, till it's IVs and respirators. The Board of Ed can't educate us. Too many federal investigators. I left hell in the elevator. Next stop is the heaven raiser. To every bomb is a detonator. Is every traitor part of Al Qaeda, or is it greater if it's legislator or a slave trader? Either way, they all need a prayer. Look at my logo in the moon crater. You can't hide behind your top layer, but I'm the old serpent dragon slayer, spitting lasers at space invaders. Keep an eye out for tomb raiders. We cry out to the true savior. Another victim in the newspaper. I wonder why when the baby cry. Is it visions of the Most High, or is it archangels close by? 12 tribes be the Lord's bride. Until then, she a black widow. A young mother staring out a window. On a soft pillow, more tears. Dear Lord, you the one I fear. I say it loud and clear. Salah. Wings up. Heaven Razah. Razah.
Hallelujah. Yes, indeed. I want to welcome everyone to Hebrew Vision Live. We are here today with the one and only Sharon Heaven Razah Smith. We're going to be entering into his mind and listening to some of his tracks, and definitely just allowing him to express his heart, what's on his heart for the day, as we, engage in this interview. But I'm here, Mikael Corbin Yahoo, aka the End Time Scribe, here with my co-host, my brother Kimothy. What's up, Ak?
What's going on? Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. And of course, we got my Ak, Heaven Razah here. What's up with you, Aki?
Oh man, shalom, man. Total robot for my ox. That's networking into this digital field.
Yes, indeed.
We gotta get, because we reach places that we can't get to physically that way. That's why it's smart.
Yes, indeed. Tag into the internet, which has just opened up so many dimensions for us, man. So, we are here today online, like I said, with Wu-Tang member, Black Market Militia member, Sons of Man member, and of course the ghetto government president himself, y'all. So tune in to this. This is sure to be a lot of information as we go ahead and get into his mind. But I want to just open up, man. Let us know who you are. Who is Heaven Razah, my man? Who's Heaven Razah?
Heaven Razah is the rebirth of Hellraiser.
That's what's up. So
he was inside Hellraiser the whole time.
Okay.
And inside Heaven Razah is El Raziel.
My man. So give us that background. Give us who Hellraiser was and who Heaven Razah has become. So give us that whole background, huh?
Okay, it's like this. Hellraiser is the street side of Sharon Smith.
Okay.
And Heaven Razah is the mature spiritual side of Sharon Smith.
No doubt. So
it's two sides to Razah, the heaven and hell.
Okay. So you're from Red Hook, Brooklyn, right? Red Hook,
Brooklyn Projects. That's the same place where Carmelo Anthony came from too.
My man.
Basketball player.
You familiar with Carmelo?
His family.
Okay.
Indeed so.
Okay. That's what's up. So tell us about hip hop and you. How did you come into hip hop, and how has hip hop impacted your life?
I came into hip hop. I was a youth. Hip hop is actually a youth game. It's a young man's atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was young. My oldest cousin and brother. My oldest cousin was a DJ for one, and he had a radio station in New York City, 91.5 back in the days. And him and my older brother was the first rapper that I was so close to. And I was always a fan of hip hop, but my brother was how I learned how to do it.
Okay.
That's how I got to see everything firsthand.
So how has it impacted your life? How has hip hop touched you?
It's a way of living. It's a culture for me. It's not nothing else.
That's deep. Brother Kimati, you want to go ahead and build on that? You there, Kimati? Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, what got you interested, Aki, Heaven Razah, in hip hop?
What got me interested was my son. He wasn't even born yet. He came way after. I was already doing it by then. And what got me into it was I loved it so much. I had so much passion for it. And I started off doing talent shows in the beginning.
There you go. Okay.
From the talent shows, built up my confidence and my courage to approach it more.
Word. Was that in school, or were you in other places?
I was pretty much young in school then.
Okay.
I was a youth then.
You remember the first track that you rocked? What's the first track that you actually did you cover one, or did you write your own?
I wrote all my songs on. I never had no Ghost Rider. That's not happening.
Nah.
Ghost Rider won't even survive in the same room with me unless I'm the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. That's real talk.
It'll go back to
I'm sorry, go ahead, Hellraiser.
a Ghost Rider in the studio with me will leave. Be like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Heaven Razah, can you give us a backdrop, if you will, of how hip hop was in that time?
Back when I
Growing
first
up
started,
in Brooklyn. Yes, sir.
what it was
Paint a picture for us.
nobody was scared to be original. It wasn't about copy what everybody was doing or what the TV did and what the radio did. Nobody even really cared about that. And it was a art because you loved it.
That's beautiful.
Once money got involved, changed that whole thing around. It kind of destroyed the art.
And when would you say money got involved? What year do you think money? When did you notice it just changing? As a result of money
This
being
would be
involved?
like around that the ending of the 80s.
Wow, so that was a minute ago.
When we got towards the end, like the 87s, the 86, 87, 88, 89. By the time we entered the early 90s, it was everything was business by then.
A gimmick.
Wow, so it was already a rap.
I mean, they had an existence before then, though, right? I mean, you had like some of the early groups, UTFO.
Let me tell you how real it was. It was still breaking, and it was still that.
Right.
That was hip hop.
Right.
Breaking cardboard boxes, battling, and
Graffiti.
breakdancing.
Yup, graffiti.
Battling, breakdancing, popping. That's what I grew up on. And when I grew up hop, it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was jams in the parks, and the DJ, the people come outside, the kids playing in the park,
Right.
and that today is your Madison Square Garden type of concert. This was a regular thing that was just done in the park out of love.
Right.
And now the business get involved, it turns into gotta be this kind of event and all kinds of craziness. And it was a regular, and breaking was just regular. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So who were some of the names back in the day, you know, when you was growing up that were, you know, known for their lyricism? Who were some of the cats that you were familiar with?
That's Rakim, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Who else was around? Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. That's what's up. So now,
Brand Nubian.
yes sir. Yes sir.
And what about Cool G Rap? Was he doing his
That's
thing
what.
at that time as well?
That's what. Now that you said that, and Slick Rick, and the top number one storyteller.
Yes sir.
Right.
Nobody never in this game ever told a story in hip hop the way he did, and it still hasn't been done. It still can't be done over the way he did. And there's so much things that used to go in hip hop over people's heads that they don't even know about.
I agree. So like,
Big Daddy Kane and Rakim had beef going on over people's heads. They didn't even know it.
what?
All right.
They was going at each other symbolically. Nobody didn't even know what was happening.
Wow.
That's the hip hop era that I grew up on. That's the type of today the Jay-Z Nas kind of beef and all that kind of stuff. That's who it was. It was things like that back then. It was Kane and Rakim going at each other.
Wow. Like Kumo D and LL.
Yeah, see, that's like the Cannabis LL kind of thing.
Okay. So of all those MCs back then, which one do you feel like inspired you the most to get into your craft?
I would say Rakim. He never changed. He never changed to sell. He never did anything suspect to try to do some kind of I'm gonna sell this and do this kind of thing. He did a joint with Jody Watley back then, if y'all do remember that.
Yeah, I do.
He did that. You know who else I love was EPMD.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
EPMD and Redman. And, my first video, I was featured in one of those videos on Redman's Time for Some Action. I was there for that.
Word up. That's
I was
what's
a little
up.
kid. I was like 17 years old, man.
Okay.
His DJs, the twins, the DJ twins. I went to, I know them from Brooklyn and from school. And he invited me. I gave him my demo when I was a little kid, man. And he had invited me to the video. Like, come down, I want you to meet him. And I came down there, ended up in the video.
Wow.
That's what's up. So like your demo, what were some of the concepts and some of the lyrical content when you was 17 and spitting? What was some of the stuff you were talking about back then?
About being an MC. See, if you notice, everything was about this. There's rappers and then there's MCs.
Break that down right quick.
Rappers just talk about things, items and shoes and sneakers and bottles, stuff like that. Rappers do. They're like an advertiser.
Okay.
They're like a commercial. And an MC write about his life.
Mama.
It's all experience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a crowd motivator. MC means move the crowd.
Right.
And it's just a crowd. The only thing that can move a crowd is motivation.
Wow. That's heavy. That's heavy. So let's talk about how did you come to get affiliated with the Wu?
Right.
Again, when I was young then, and I got invited to the studio with the producer Supreme, that was producer for Sons of Man and stuff.
Okay.
Shabazz was going down there for the Diary of a Madman song. Remember that song, Diary of
Yeah.
the Grave Diggers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we was all together from Railroad Project. There's a crew called the Mad Mob, which means mentally armed and dangerous mother out of Brooklyn. And it was called the Mad Mob. And when he went down to go do the song, he said he's like, yo, I want you to come with me. So I came down with him. And, I was in the studio. We went to the studio. They was recording Into the 36 Chambers.
Oh wow.
That was going on while the Grave Diggers were recording the Pick, the Shovel, and the Sick. That happened. All of that was going on, and I was a young little kid, man. I was like 16 years old.
My
And
goodness.
I'm standing in the middle of all of this, and they was cool, and they would ask me like, "Yo, so I want to hear you rhyme. And you rap?" And I told them, yeah. And then I spit for them.
Okay.
And they was like, "Oh man, you're dope." They're like, "You're dope. You're the future, man." And when I heard that coming from them, I started writing hard body. I'm like, okay, now I gotta go hard with this.
Okay.
And I was already able to compose a song at the age of 16. I was writing my own verses, my own choruses, hooks, the whole song. I came with the whole concepts.
That's dope, right? That's dope. So from there, is that how you linked with Priest and became
Prodigal Son
with Sons of Man? Okay.
60-Second Assassin.
Okay.
I lived with Prodigal and 60-Second Assassin. We was together all day and every day. Killer Priest and from there we stayed. Us four was together all the time, every day. And we sit there and come up with ideas after ideas, and then go record them.
That's dope. So who had the studio? Where would y'all go to record your tracks at?
We was going back to we was doing it with Supreme, and then we was doing it at the Razah house at the studio.
My goodness.
We did it there.
So this was mostly home studios y'all was putting the tracks down on?
I mean, before the deals got involved.
Right.
This is before all the lights, cameras, and action.
Okay. That's powerful. So
Heaven Razah, I wanted to add, speak on the dynamic as far as ideology, because some of the brothers that you was rocking with, like you said, some were 5%ers, you know what I mean, and you have your Israelite perspective. What was that dynamic like? Were there ever, healthy conflict regarding ideology? Like, how was y'all able to get along and vibe without division due to ideology?
Well, the thing is, that's how me and Priest got connected. For one thing, and it's understanding brings everything together.
Right.
You can't see the thing with being a Hebrew Israelite is that you can't force that on nobody. It's not a religion.
mm-hmm.
It's a culture. It's a way. It has nothing to do with religion. It's a people.
My man.
That's all it is. It's a language and a people. The Israelite people spoke Hebrew. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing religious about that. business. When it becomes a business and everybody trying to do this and do or sell, make money off of every little thing they're doing with something. That's when it becomes a business. That's when politics get involved. That's religion. That's a religion. A culture is different.
So
being a Hebrew Israelite is a culture thing. It's a culture thing. You got to hold the Sabbath. But certain things, the 613 statute laws and commandments, you got to, you fall under certain things, and which makes you a good person in reality. But it's not an easy walk, neither.
Right. So talk about briefly how you came into Israelite consciousness. How did you realize, or what was the revelation that you're actually an Israelite?
Killer priest.
Okay.
Okay.
Killer priest. When I was small, when I was young, he brought me up under his wing and started educating me and showing me things. I had a lot of questions, and he would show me the true answers. And I wanted to know this, that. Like you know, I'm not just a sheeple, you know, just running around with things, don't know nothing about it, don't ask no questions. I can't never move like that. And I need answers, real answers, and I'm a researcher answers. I'm not going to just answer me and think I'm just going to walk off with that and believe it. I'm going to do homework on everything.
So what was the reception like of, because pretty much, you know, I know Priest and yourself are some of the earliest spitters in hip hop of Israelite consciousness. This is to my understanding, right? What was that reception like?
Dougie Fresh is another one.
He was. He has the high necklace. I do see that.
And he said at the end of the song, and I say shalom. And the song, I think that was On My Way to Heaven. Heaven, On My Way to Heaven.
Right.
7 Heaven. Yeah. Peace to my brother. And I say shalom.
Mama.
And that's the kind of thing back then when I was coming up.
That's powerful.
That's sort of like him, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick. They the truth to me.
KRS too, with You Must Learn. That was a track that was very influential.
He broke down the whole family.
Right.
When he did You Must Learn, he broke down. Then he came with Why Is That?
Yeah.
And see, these kind of things, these youth today don't know nothing about this. Which is why they doing the things they doing today, wearing dresses, high heels,
Come on, man.
everything else that's not righteous.
An abomination. So how do you see hip hop can actually be used? What is your desire with hip hop to do as Heaven Razah? What do you desire to use hip hop as?
How can I say it? I'm gonna say it as an educational tool. That's all it is for me. I'm gonna educate you. You're gonna learn things from me that your school not teaching. And you're gonna question that. You're gonna go, well, I never learned this in school. They never told me nothing about this kind of stuff.
That's crazy.
Because it went digital, so it's even more places it's going now.
Right.
Because before, if nobody didn't buy the CD or they didn't buy the record, they didn't hear nothing. Now you got MP3s and emails, so the whole thing is different. Everything done changed around now.
On that note, I want to go back and play a track from the Renaissance Child album, Lost Art. Okay? Is that cool?
that was hard for me to write too.
Is that cool to play that?
I love that. Let's play that.
Okay, so this is Lost Ark off the Renaissance Child CD. It is explicit, but nonetheless it's consciousness. So fill it out. Here we go.
As they search and invaded countries and territories and lands, more and more places they searched and they invaded and destroyed and conquered people for the Ark of the Covenant. Holy of the holies. But still, and the words translated in English read, don't touch the Decalogue. We was made in the image of God. We was formed out of the dust when they finished the stars. I'm Israeli and half alien, covered with skin. As a sperm learned to swim, now we flooded in sin. My results of DNA was a sign of Mayday. When they looked and seen my X-ray, they started to pray. My street team was seen in the dead man's dream. Go ahead, get your cream till my album is king. No tribe could make music like Judah Bloodstream. Don't vow, make a promise to America's queen. They computer in your offspring with a vaccine, with the evidence. Genesis, the book of the genes. I'm the virus to the internet, giving tinnitus. Arthritis to you writers, love to follow Cyrus. More brighter than the lightest, that'll get in your iris and spit gasoline rhymes in the city of fire. My saliva's like lava for hell's thermometer. On the mic, I'm 212 in Fahrenheit. In kilometers, I travel and burn your satellite. Come down and break bread with the barrels at night. We write our names in the Hebrew text, look like the black Obex. We hell raisers of the lost ark. We get our ink from the blood of the Sphinx, for the thugs and the saints. We hell raisers of the lost ark. We young pharaohs waving our pistols on a search for the history. We hell raisers of the lost ark. UFOs got invisible shields on the seas in Israel. We hell raisers of the lost ark. We the chosen ones out the Bible, still serving other gods and idols. We get our name from the angel Michael. Ain't nothing changed, it's the same cycles. You must have waken up the Christ inside you. Seek scriptures instead of rifles. Trying to fight could be suicidal. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's modern Exodus, the second flood. We build the ark with the art of love. Below the dark clouds up above. From the humble to the hardest thugs. From the queens to the harlots in these strip clubs. Lying to Judah when it's crying cubs. Out selling or they buying drugs. From the government who flied in. This be the Babylon we dine in. But through the truth we can rise again. Get up. Wise words do apply to sin. We suffering cause the pride of men. I resurrect them when I grab the pen. We write our names in the Hebrew text. Look like the black Obex. We hell raisers of the lost ark. We get our ink from the blood of the Sphinx, for the thugs and the saints. We hell raisers of the lost ark. We young pharaohs waving our pistols on a search for the history. We hell raisers of the lost ark. UFOs got invisible shields on the seas in Israel. We hell raisers of the lost ark.
Man. Hey.
How much studying I was doing when I did that?
That's straight heat,
I
Doc.
found out so much things when I did that song. And you know what was inside the Ark of the Covenant? I know you know that when I said the Decalogue, that's
right,
the 10.
right. The tablets.
That's the Constitution.
Right.
The pretty much that was the Hebrew Israelite Constitution inside of the Ark of the Covenant. And the Ark of the Covenant is a deep story behind that. And because the Ark been many places.
Right.
Then it got stolen. What was inside of it? First of all, was a battery. It was a battery.
Break that down.
It was a battery inside the Ark of the Covenant, and it gave them powers. And that's why they kept everywhere that Ark went, they was smashing.
Yup.
The Egyptians took it from them. We gotta take that from them because they got this weapon. It was pretty much a nuclear weapon of the Hebrew Israelite. That was their nuclear weapon. And whoever took that, they're like, we gotta take that from them because they're gonna lose power once we get it. They took it from them, and then Moses went and got it back. Remember? Moses went in there, he got it back from them. Give me this. This is ours. He went and got it back, he got it back, and then who he leaving with? Joshua. He left with Joshua, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then he left with Joshua, and then Joshua went through the battle because he was battling a lot of things. He went through a lot of battles with it, and then they're like, we got to do something to protect this now because the nations keep coming to take it from us and trying to, steal it and destroy us. So then Solomon got involved. Once King Solomon got it, he built the whole Solomon temple to protect it. The Solomon temple was the pretty much the protection of the ark. You couldn't even walk in there without probably, if you stepped on something, your hair popping off and going somewhere. And that's how dangerous that temple was.
That holiness.
Crazy. It was protecting something royal. Actually, I think David left it with Solomon.
Yeah, David inherited it, from the judges, right? From the judges.
Got it from Joshua, and then he left. After he died, Solomon got it, and then that's why the queen came to visit him. She flew from Ethiopia, Sheba. She came from Ethiopia on a flying carpet. She came through, and she came through to make him worship demons, and drove him crazy. And, that's why he wrote all that wisdom, and that's why the way Proverbs was written like that was about women, this, that. Ecclesiastes. That's why because he had experience about women that we couldn't even imagine. And this guy had like 700 wives and 300 concubines.
Right.
And who could even manage anything like that? And
Real talk.
But one thing about that was crazy because they had a child together. They wasn't supposed to be together. They wasn't supposed to be doing that. But they ended up with a child, Menelik. And Menelik grew up and took over everything. And Solomon got this. The story behind how he built that temple is amazing.
Indeed.
He got this ring with a seal on it. The seal on the ring was the Megan David, the Star David was on the ring. He had this ring with a star on it, and it gave him power over demons. And he was bugging because after she left, she came with a bunch of things. Witchcraft and all kinds of stuff, and to put on him to get that. They was all after that ark. They're like, we got to get that ark for them so we can take over them Hebrews. Everybody was coming for that ark, and he got that ring. He realized that what that ring could do. So what he did with the ring gave him power over demons. So he made demons build the temple. That's why the temple was built so perfect. That was demon slavery that built that temple for them. He made them do that.
So let me ask you this: as far as your studies, what sources were you studying in order to arrive at this understanding?
This understanding I'm talking about now.
Yes, sir.
When you do research, you gotta research things, man. And don't just take things on face value. You gotta research it and find out. And there were certain things I needed to know. Like I'm gonna tell you what they did was what was that movie with this guy running Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Come on now.
Now Steven Spielberg touched on it because he done found out about it. The Raiders Ark and the Lord's Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom and all that was how Solomon's temple was when Lost Ark. Them people, those are the people that was coming into the temple to steal the Ark.
Right, they were Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they was going through in that temple, balls and all kinds of things, chasing them. It was crazy. And I would see things like that. Like let me research what he trying to what is he trying to tell us with this whole thing he's doing here. And then I would find out. Okay, so the Lost Ark was the Lost Ark he was after was the Ark of the Covenant, even in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders of the Lost Ark of the Covenant. That's what it was about.
Yes, indeed.
Evan Rays, I had a question.
What's up? Talk to me.
Share your writing process. Like, how do you come up with your ideas? The way you word things, amazing to me. Like, I listen to your music, every week. You know what I mean? As far it feels like it just dropped. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Sons of Man. Everything. That you've written. So I wanted to know if you may, share for the listening audience.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about your writing process.
I don't
How you come
write
up with
about
your rhymes and ideas.
The way it is, I don't write in a hurry, in a rush. Like I gotta hurry up and do this, so I can do something. I don't. It would sound like that if I did it. I take my time with when I'm doing my writing. I don't rush like that.
Okay, so when you writing, like when you write a little bit, come back to it later, days, weeks later, or
Exactly.
do you make sure? Okay, I got you.
It could take me up to like 6 months to finish a verse,
Gotcha.
and that's because I want to. But and by the time when I do let it go, that one verse will last for about 10 years.
Right, every bar.
I was talking about things that when I dropped Heaven Razah, that was 2010. I was talking about Obama. Nobody even knew who he was. They were still stuck on the Bin Laden, George Bush era. This songs on that album, I'm talking about things that nobody even know. I was talking about today, and they didn't even realize it was happening yet. He wasn't even the president yet. I talk about stuff like that. So which song was? I think it was Medical Kush. One of the songs on that album, I was talking about stuff like that didn't even happen yet. And it's the same way from Razah's Ladder. I started it from Razah's Ladder to take you upstairs. Renaissance Child was the rebirth. I was preparing you the whole time for the coming of Heaven Razah.
My goodness.
That's dope.
My goodness.
And then I took after I dropped this was about 2007. Okay, I let go the Razor's Ladder, then the Renaissance Child, which Renaissance, the word means rebirth.
Right.
So I was letting them know I'm in the Renaissance Child. I'm gonna be reborn. And then I came with the ultra sounds of the Renaissance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what ultrasounds is pretty much like looking through the sonogram and seeing what it's going to be. And this was all the preparation I was given for it.
So your albums tell your story. Your albums are telling your story, and then your perception of what's going on in the world.
Exactly. That era.
Okay.
Like you grab Razor's Ladder, that's going to tell you all about what was going on in 2007.
So how long does it take you to complete an entire project then? You see, if you say like 6 months to a track, how long does the project take?
I would say about a year.
Okay.
A year process, so I could make sure I got everything incorporated together.
So what about the track selection? How do you go about that? Do you have tracks that you may have already recorded that, this is not for this project, it's going to be for another project? How does that work?
The way that goes is that when I do an album, is telling a story. So all the songs gotta connect to that story. Like when I dropped Heaven Razah, it was like take them to heaven, and because I was introducing that I'm gonna transform in front of you.
No doubt.
So let's talk about this transformation. Now that you bring this up, what sparked the transformation?
What sparked it?
Yes, sir.
Razah's ladder sparked it.
Okay. So what was behind that?
What was behind that was the growth.
Mm-hmm.
The Renaissance child was growing up to become a man now.
How old were you at that time?
About 21.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Kind. I was in that era.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's heavy, y'all. That's heavy.
I was in that era, and I was crazy focused because I was studying and I was a parent. So that's all that mattered. And it's some of those albums there's not a curse word, and because I had too much to say, and like curse words is for when you don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? When you get a music and it's a bunch of F this, F that, because they don't know what to say.
Fillers. Yep.
F this and F that and F this. That's the whole song. It's like, okay, he ain't got nothing to talk about that.
That's crazy.
Because if you had something to talk about, you ain't got no room for no curses.
That's real. That's real.
And anytime I drop an album, it's a story to it.
So I want to.
Intro to outro.
I want to ask you something, and I know this may kind of set you off a little bit, but you talk about it on Renaissance Child too, as far as from Buried Alive. I'm not going to play that track right now, but you talked about how the industry and some of the execs in there had did you guys dirty with your masters and stuff like that. What's the deal with all that? I mean, do you feel comfortable speaking about that as far as what took place?
I'm cool with it. I've made a song about it.
No doubt. So speak on that for me. What took place, man? What happened?
There was just a lot of weirdness going on. Like we had a song, Sons of Man, the four of us. We had a song. We recorded it, and the name of the song was called "It Was Written." We had recorded a song with Razah called "It Was Written." Out of nowhere, Nas comes out with an album with the same title.
Uh-oh.
And around the season of this, he just did a song with our family. So it's kind of suspect now. It's like, what kind of weirdness is that? And
Wow.
you see how that is?
Yeah.
And this the kind of things where this the things that made me uncomfortable about things. And this is why I said I'm buying my own studio and I record at home. I'm not going to a studio, leaving my music with somebody that's doing things behind my back when I'm not there. Because I would come to the studio and new engineers would talk to me and be like, hey, so you so-and-so, oh, I just was working with so-and-so and we just recorded some of the stuff for his new album. And then start playing me his songs. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, so if he doing this to me, he don't even know me. He playing me somebody's music and they probably don't even want that shit to be heard. So like this fucking guy do the same shit to me probably when I fucking leave. So you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm not recording in these studios.
Right.
I'm gonna because I keep wondering why weird things keep happening. Weird things with the people with the same names, and it's like a billion Hellraiser. It was a season when everybody was a Hellraiser, and I'm like, this is not happening. And That's when I said I know what I'm. My lawyer, I had to talk to my lawyer too. He actually told me we had to talk about some things, and that's when I started Hellraiser Music Inc. My label as a company, because he would tell me that he don't see many artists like me, and he like you're like all in one. He like you do everything, and he like you're pretty much a one man army, and he talked to me, let me know like you're independent label and don't even realize it.
You do your own production?
That I don't do.
Okay.
I have my producers for that.
Okay. Who's some of your producers?
A lot of them. And
I know Bronze is with you.
you better believe it. Our album was crazy.
Hey, he's a madman. Bronze is a madman.
Bronze and got Bronze Shroom from Amsterdam.
Okay.
Our album was stupid. we in the future with that. And I'm already in 2018 with music already.
My mind.
And I got Dr. G with me too.
Okay. Okay.
I got Dr. G. I got a few. I've been working with a few dope producers. Working with from the Beat Nuts, Psycho Les too. Me and him doing some work together.
Okay.
Me and Beat Nuts doing something together.
Mm-hmm.
We got me and Tokyo Cigar got an album together too. That's crazy too. And me and my brother Louis Rock. Me and Louis Rock from we got a classic. We're gonna smash with that one. See, I don't play, and I don't hang out, party, and do nothing like that. I gotta invest in my time in something that's investment and store into my future.
Indeed. So let's talk about some of your upcoming projects, man. Go ahead and pub that so the listeners can know what to expect from Razah. Because we're gonna come back and do some other stuff, but let's talk about that right quick.
That's cool. We could do that. Okay, in the workings is I got the film coming, the documentary film. I'm in the stages of that.
Okay.
And that's not as like a music video, something that just happened overnight. Because if I threw out something like that, they'd be all upset about that. So it's a different process and stage for that. But I got the soundtrack to that done with Shroom. He finished the whole soundtrack with me for that, produced the whole thing for that. And that's crazy. That's to the Risen documentary with Frank Myers. And that's already wrapped up.
Okay. When that should be released? When should that be released?
Yeah. I'm just when it's released, you're gonna know. Because I'm not a person to put out lies and I don't do that. I'm very accurate with when I do things.
That's real.
And, it's no I wanted this, I wanted that, and it's like, yo, you crazy with this. I'm not playing, man. And I'm dropping 4 on October 1st coming, my birthday too. My rebirth day. And Hood Transporter 4. And I got with me and Tokyo Cigar, we the Heavenly Cartel. And, classic, that's a classic. I got that with him. And me and Bronze got our joint together, which is another classic. And me and Louis Rock got the project called Angelic Capone. And I got another one with another new producer. See, I work with new talent sometimes because I understand what it took to be on that side of the table, and you don't overlook things like that. I got this project called Spiritual Scarface with this producer Melvin. I call Melvin Manolo because we got a Classic together. Another banger. And I got Agenda 21 album with Dr. G with the Ghetto Government Official. Classic.
I think we lost Kimati. Let me see. Are you still there, Kimati?
Where's we at? Yo, where'd you go?
He dropped off. Let me get him back in the call. He just dropped
Agenda
off. For
21, the GGO World Order album with Dr. G.
So that's from that UN concept, Agenda 21?
Pretty much.
That's deep, That's deep.
But it's going to smash that also.
Okay. You're going to expose it for what it is?
Got to.
That's crucial, and that's what I appreciate about you, man. You keep current events, political concepts and things like that. You keep that at the forefront of your music, man, and that's so crucial to keep, like you said, the people educated about what's going on.
You're not going to... The TV don't tell you nothing about these things.
Nothing.
If you ain't doing no homework, you ain't going to know nothing about this shit.
Right. Yep.
They got a united religions. They're ready to put together all the religions. And see, it's crazy because it said that we were going to Babylon again.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Egypt again.
Right.
So a modern Babylon is the same blueprint of that Egypt. Now, if you remember, Babylon was pretty much just like the UN. It's like a UN, the United Nations kind of thing.
One
where they
world.
all try to get together. Because everybody thing was we got to destroy Israel. Destroy those Hebrews.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they start asking for things, and once they get together, and they start asking for things, they're going to get it. So they keep the Hebrew Israelites divided, not together, not praying together. Because the last time we got together and prayed for something, it happened. So they like keep them divided and keep them confused. Because that's all it means.
Right. Babylon.
Confusion.
Yeah. That's the
City of confusion. That's why everything is so high. It's built so tall.
Mm-hmm.
If you stare at, if you try to just stare at the top of those high top towers and all that, you'll get dizzy. You get dizzy and your head starts spinning. That's what they built for.
Yep.
And it's like a proud thing. It's like boasting. Like, okay, I'm going to go into the heavens this way.
That's what Isaiah 14 talk about.
And you see that they got knocked down actually to the ground for doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because of pride. It says pride is deceitful above all things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is, because it'll make you think things that's not even true. And you find yourself in a whole lot of trouble from that.
So let's talk about what your perspective is real quick of the world. I mean, what do you see going on in the world today politically?
I'm not liking nothing. Because I'm going to tell you, now I'm going to get real. I mean, I've been real, but now I'm going to turn up the volume on this now.
No doubt.
Okay, because a lot of people may not even know it, or they may do. But, you see a lot of this homosexual agenda
Yes, sir.
way out of control right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because the people that's running this country is that way. They already gave a green light in this country that you can get married now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's way out of control. It's way out of control now.
Mm-hmm. You back, Kimati?
Sean, I'll come back.
Okay.
It's way out of control. And then you got another campaign about to come. Which is not going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Especially for us.
Oh, that's the worst part of it. And it's not going to be good because it's like the what they call it, the lesser of two evils.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much what it. No matter what you pick, it's going to be evil.
Yep.
Right.
That's madness. So what would you see as the response, or our response collectively? How should we respond to these things that is out here in the world now? What do we need to be doing? What do you see that we need to be doing right now?
Well, honestly, you better start seeking your sword and getting into your scriptures before they take that from you and become a crime to have that. And before that be treated like having a nuclear weapon. Be a terrorist for reading.
We already know about that too, ancestrally, you know.
It's that real though.
Mm-hmm. So return to Torah, huh? That's the answer for
Fast.
Africans in America.
Better get to something because everything else is a distraction. All distractions will get you away from that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they got these FEMA camps, prisons, and everything else. And because when they put you there, you ain't gonna have none of that there. They're gonna feed you, give you a pillow and a bathroom and a toilet tissue, and call it a day.
It's crazy.
So, Heaven Razah, can you speak a little bit about when you were with the Sons of Man, the vision that y'all had as a crew or as a group? What was y'all vision? Because y'all spit some
Our
heavy
vision
stuff.
was, the main thing was be ourselves. Being comfortable with being ourselves. And that's why when they kept asking for a radio song, we did a radio song from your radio song. We gave y'all the best damn radio song you ever gonna get. We came with Wyclef and Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's nothing you're gonna do that's gonna outdo that. We came with Shining Star remixed with Earth, Wind, and Fire, man.
My goodness. Let's go into that track, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into that.
That's the kind of stuff that I was raised off of when I was a little kid in my house. So do you know how amazing it was to be doing a record with them? And everybody was on some all-in, partying, doing that kind of stuff. Right. We was on in a whole nother zone with that.
Yeah, it was left field, definitely.
This is with ODB too. You was building with ODB. Here we go. Let's go ahead and go into this track right now and see what it do.
Correct.
Wildlife rescue workers.
Of course, there's a whack advertisement. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the advertisement and let the track come back on in a second. But here we go. 2 seconds, 1 second.
Wildlife.
Here's Shining Star by Sons of Man.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? This is my history right here. I'm saying the fifth element. Earth, wind, fire, sons of man. Know what I'm saying? Got the Wu-Tang in the house. Know what I'm saying? ODB. Your Wyclef, play the guitar, man. Earth is approximately covered underwater, approximately 3/4 of the surface. The sun and moon had attracting power while it's on its way around the sun. I'm the Eddie Kane of the Wu-Tang. Osiris with maintain this paradise on this earth with the shut the fuck up style for what the shit is worth. Watch a nigga catch a purse. Superhero niggas die through my dirt. Get away from your entrepreneur. Wisdom shot to the dark allure. The black sire. Smack fire out of the liar. My heart desire. Speak truth till I inspire. The clever writer, live wire. Never retire. A child teacher, loudspeaker. Earth seeker. The wind blower. To the seas, I'm like Noah. Shine star. No matter who you are. Shining bright to say what you truly be. Shine you with your star. No matter who you are. What you say, not so clear. Hey yo, this masterpiece be exclusive and fascinating. Street knowledge education, teach the seed, son, no procrastinating. Get a learning, graduating. Blessed be the ones with patience from the ancient. God bless the child that can hold his own. Little shorties don't trust the soul, it's all globe control. Earth, wind, and fire, sons of man and Wyclef. We connect like G9X to bring the intellect. We teach both sex, Brooklyn to Tibet. Male and female who follow footsteps and correct. I'm a shining star, beam the light from out far. It's like these will burn holes through our reservoir. Espionage, let it be known we take charge. Come hard with the underground like camouflage. Keep it bizarre and mainstream for the young team. Though if it don't be for Clarence the 13. Shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to say what you truly be. Escaping the ghetto, using the base simple with travel. In the streets we carry heavy metal. Forward the devil, yo, shine life is reality.
Now, I was talking about little shorty don't trust her soul. It's all globe control.
That's powerful, Op.
And it's still today happening right now.
What year was this again?
That had to be like 98.
My goodness.
98. They used to play that. They used to play that in Kansas City. That was the first time I heard that track too. As a matter of fact.
I was like 23 years old in 98, man. And I was just coming into consciousness. And I can definitely say that Sons of Man and it was a heavy impact on my consciousness, man. So I will definitely right now say Toda Rabah for being that vessel, you know, back then even of sharing that light that was in you. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful. And I know with the industry, there's so many pulls, man, and so many different directions. How do you find yourself? How did you find yourself even remain rooted? Because you said, you know, I ain't into all the partying and stuff. How do you find yourself rooted and still be successful in the industry without capitulating to the influences that are out there?
Because I didn't concentrate on what those people's main goal is. They sit there and go, oh, no, you want to be in the video, you want to be in the radio, you got to do this. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And they ain't got to play me on the radio, but they going to hear me. That's how I felt.
That's huge. That's huge. That's huge.
And I said I'm gonna go underground so deep that's gonna become radio.
That's that buried alive. We're gonna write on tombstones in these caskets, exactly. These mental caskets.
That's what happened. That's funny. Out of nowhere, satellite radio came.
My goodness.
You find better music on satellite radio now than you find on commercial radio.
Right. I don't even listen to commercial radio like that. I listen to talk radio.
You and 1,000 other people, though. And, because they brainwashing people.
Mm-hmm.
That's brainwash radio. If you want to be brainwashed, turn on the radio.
Right. Hey, I'm going to ask you something, too. Because I know you built with him. ODB, man. He talked about this stuff. What's the deal? What happened with ODB, What's your perspective?
It's a lot of things. You know, I felt like the government had something, against things. They was against a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And they was afraid. They feared him. They was scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
They're scared to death of that man. My brother, that king was powerful. They were scared to death of him. Everywhere he went, somebody was shaking. And
Right.
They was afraid of stuff like that happening everywhere. They was scared. They was petrified of him.
So how do you remember ODB though personally?
That's why I'm the way I am, because the gems that he would give me, I would sit there and be like, okay, and he would talk to me. He would talk, and I'm like, oh, word, that's why I'm the advanced way I am, because I paid attention. You gotta remember, we was the little kids around all this kind of stuff, and I put a lot of that stuff into action, and it took me to the next level when I did it.
So you learned a lot of valuable lessons from the Wu-Tang, but now you've taken that into an independent type of venture?
Pretty much.
Okay. So what besides, I know you do the music still, what else do you got? Do you talk about your clothing line? You got clothing lines, you got the bobbleheads.
I got clothing. See, I had to do something that's gonna reach all platforms. I got clothing, I got toys also.
Okay.
And I'm working on a comic book also.
Oh, word.
I'm working on a comic book and a cartoon.
Okay. Is it going to be released on internet? How you going to do the cartoon? On internet?
Either that way, or I may just release it on the DVD.
Okay, that's tight.
Or
That's
Blu-ray.
tight. That's tight. That's tight.
A cartoon and a comic book, that's gonna be dope. Looking forward to that. And the documentary, looking forward to that.
See, I had to do something that not everybody was doing. So let me go into another direction with this.
So let's talk about something a little more personal and how it has affected you, Augie. I know that you suffered an aneurysm not too long ago. What took place with that, and how have you been recovering from that?
I came a long way from that, actually, because now that I'm looking at it, it's about 6 years.
Okay.
From the process from 6 years. When I first came out of that, I couldn't walk at all.
My goodness.
I was in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair no more.
Hallelujah.
Which is deep to me, because sometimes you gotta remember, you may ask for things and pray for them, and you may get them and not be ready for them. And then you want to blame everything else for that. No, maybe you just wasn't ready for it, and maybe you just wasn't prepared when it came to you. Because I used to, 9 out of 10, I said I'm not supposed to be here, and I pushed through that. And it's crazy because it wasn't no rap trick or some kind of foolishness, Because everybody got some kind of thing. Oh, they trying to sacrifice us and all that. If they try to sacrifice me, they better get their money back. They get refund now. Because I'm sorry, but the Almighty Yahweh is real over here.
Amen.
So
Baruch Hashem.
you get your refund back now for that one, because it ain't happening.
That's
I'm
deep.
his child. I'm one of his children. Now, I guess you know that now.
So do you feel like somebody attempted to murk you or something? Do you feel like that's something that took place?
Nah, I don't feel. But you can't trust anything. This is the music business. Everybody is thirsty to be millionaires or some kind of rich lifestyle or something. And not knowledge. This ain't got nothing to do with no feeling. Cause whatever I know everybody was comfortable with the stuff I make music about.
Mm-hmm. That's real art, though. That's real art, because art is supposed to make the comfortable uncomfortable, and those who are uncomfortable comfortable. So I commend you for that in your voice,
And the music industry want to silence that.
And you better believe it. That's why they got rid of Prince and Michael. At the time that they were starting to get conscious. And they was both hanging around each other. And Prince was coming out talking about the chemtrails and all that kind of stuff.
right?
The same thing that I do in my music.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, and Michael left Sony with the Beatles masters
Uh-oh.
and with all his music. They said no, he gotta go. And then after he did that, he said Tommy Mottola is the devil.
Quote unquote. Yep.
They said he gotta go now. Facts. And then they took him and Johnny Cocker. They took him too. Like Johnny keeps saving these people. Get rid of him. Lose him. See, you can't forget that this music, there's a mafia behind it. If you come out and talk about, oh, we the mob, this, and that, you all over the place with that. Come out conscious, you kick to the side, push under, nobody even know you ever was around. That's crazy.
So everybody's talking about, these rappers being Illuminati. What's your take on that? I know personally, for me, they're not Illuminati. They never will be Illuminati. But I do look at them as puppets.
They could be trolls. They probably trolls for the Illuminati. That's about it. And they're probably little trolls for them. But some of them, there's different terms of it. See, everybody, they took that Illuminati thing way too far.
Right.
And we was talking about Illuminati since '94. We came in talking about that kind of stuff, and they like, what are you even talking about? Right.
Y'all tripping.
And then when Tupac came with the Don Kill Illuminati, then everybody like, oh, that's what y'all was talking about. And so we looking at you like, so it had to come like that in order for you to understand it? We on the same page, so you better get ready. And the same, it's the thing like with that. Pac was the way he came, they was shivering their boots. Because he called out everybody that's doing the suspect stage right now.
Yep.
On that album, he called out everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody got up the table and went to the bathroom. Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, he lied because he called your name out of that song. They all doing funny stuff now.
That's crazy.
Everybody. And see what it is that you have the boule.
Come on now.
Boule society is the other side of the skull and the bones. The skull and bones plays like this, two sides. You got the slave masters, and then you got the slaves. So now the slaves is mocking what they learned inside the slave master's house. So now you can't tell the slave, yo, what's going on inside the house, man? They done told him, listen, if you tell those slaves what we doing here, we're gonna kill you. So now you under secrecy. So they can't tell what goes on in Uncle Tom's house. And then you become a member of that. You fall under Mason and Boule under that. It's just a black skull and bones. And something, they gonna tell you's a homo, and then you can't even go to your people because they're gonna be like, man, we don't fuck with you, you're a faggot. And
It's that wild,
it's serious. You're dealing with billions over here.
And them
So
demons.
It's that funny. I mean, it's real high level shit. And this is the kind of shit that makes people uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I want to play a track on that note, The Arrival, because you talk about it, you know, in The Arrival. I think that's one of the most, even though it's short, you lay it out, you know what I'm saying? So,
I had to get to the point because that was the intro.
right.
Yo, what the fuck is that moving over there? Shit look like the stars, son.
This is off of Heaven Razah, The Arrival.
Oh, shit, look how that shit moves, son. They want to know why. That shit moving. Hellraiser became Heaven Razah. For 10 years, I gave you Hellraiser. You know, that was the younger side of me. That was the material side. That was the flesh. Now I'm going to give you the Heaven Razah. That's the spiritual side. That's the man side. 6-point star in me. So I'm going to let the halo glow. And I'm going to let my wings go up. And I'm going to take you with me. Until the chariots are swing low. I got an Elohim glow. With Zachariah eyes, dreams in a UFO. I'm in the hyperspace, cosmic angelic mode. Hypothetically, we speaking in Shemitic code. It's all comedic, connected, because we magnetic. My woolly hair's electric, my energy is halo. My energy is fatal, more militant than NATO. If I was born in the past, I would aspire Plato. I'm independent, only signing the God's label. The double-minded is unstable, they prenatal. So I'm detaching your spinal cords from free cable. With a Caesarean cut below Eve's navel. My 7 chakras rotate around like helicopters. Then I reverse with Kabbalah, curses of witch doctors. That sent the queen of the damned by the name Akasha. She sent poisonous vodka, listen to dark opera. Infidelity, lust, but I don't trust nada. Since the gay boule merged with CIA, they killed the image of Pac and gave you Kanye. From my bottom to my 33rd vertebrae, I gotta pray before I end up with a murder case. But if I'm destined, I'm more desperate than Led Zeppelin. I'm 1-2-stepping into this Armageddon, but recommended, no pun intended, you get offended. I'ma take you to heaven.
Well, on time at the present time.
Put on your astronaut helmet.
Start for 32 minutes past the hour. Spacecraft has conducted skip job and now it's
You ready?
status check of this personnel in the control room. All
10:01:76.
and this has been reported to the test supervisor fellowship. 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start.
Let your mind free.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, straight substance, I mean,
You know what's so powerful about that? As I said, they killed the image of Pac. Since the gay boule merged with CIA, they
Right.
killed the image of Pac and gave you Kanye.
come on
And
now.
look what's how it is now. You got Young Thug on the album cover with a dress on today.
Yep.
Right.
This is what I was talking about back in 2009 when I was making this album.
It was all prophesied.
Strictly. In fact,
I'm gonna tell you something. That intro right there. No lie. I'll probably listen to that intro every other day. No lie. That's one of the dopest intros I've ever heard.
that was my inspiration behind when I was writing that. I wanted to be that type of way, and But there's no fakeness.
I wanted to ask you, not to cut you off. What made you start the way you started when you went into the flow? Because it didn't even sound like you was about to go in. It sounded like you just made a phrase and then you picked back up with a rhyme and kept it going. What made you start like that when you said until the something about the chariots will swing low? And then you paused and then said, I got an Elohim glow. What made you word it like that?
The thought. See, I'm gonna tell you what in that. The book of Zechariah, he was the whole time inside of a UFO. In the book of Zechariah, he was inside of a UFO ride. He was describing it, and Ezekiel, they was talking exactly what they were seeing from being inside of a UFO, pretty much. They seen so-called aliens, which is only the angel, the Elohim. They seen them and described them. They said they got the 4 faces, and he was giving a descriptive term of exactly what they are, how tall they was, and everything. If you was to open that up and read it right now, you'll be bugging out. Because this is the stuff that is not being taught, man.
Mm-hmm. That's some powerful stuff, huh?
Zechariah was pretty much like, instead of a cab ride, he was in a UFO ride. And it was pretty much, he was writing while he was in there the whole time. And that's what that was about. It's just like, which one is it? I think Paul was, those are jail letters, man. He was a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kites he was writing to his people. It was like, y'all gotta write jail letters to my people, let them know what's going on.
No doubt. Yeah, man, that intro, it just like take me somewhere, man. I'll be like in a daze when I listen to the intro. I just zone out.
That's what I wanted it to be, because I was bringing you to another level. And it's like everything that was at that time, the process of music was just shaking. It was very, very ignorant, mad ignorant. So I'm like, nah, man, I gotta pull them out of that and take them up here to get ready to keep feeding them. And
powerful.
Hey, so what's the deal with ghetto government? Talk to us about what ghetto government's about.
Yeah,
that's the movement. That's my record label movement. And what it's about is global education and unification.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not the only. There's a ghetto everywhere in every country across this planet.
Mm-hmm.
So I unified that together and said we're gonna fight for the common cause. Because no matter where we go, if I got up and went to another country right now, there's a ghetto there, and when they get there, they're gonna tell me the ghetto problems, and then we gotta fight that over here too. Then, so no matter where you're gonna go, it's gonna be there. So I unified that together. Said, okay, now we're going to all fight together.
What does ghetto government stand for?
Go here, Emmanuel, tell the others God's only victorious truth.
Powerful.
Wow. I never knew that meant. I never knew that.
Con, that's exactly what it means. Because this is a movement about, this is not a joke over here. And, Emmanuel means God is with, Yah is with us.
Amen.
And, he is with this whole movement. You better believe that.
So, you got like Queen the Prophet, you got the Book of Daniel, you got some other brothers, Timbo King, I believe, is he GGO?
That's Maccabees.
Okay, Maccabees. Okay, so
That's
these are some
Maccabees,
members.
That's Black Market Militia right there.
Ah, okay. We're also with Tragedy Gaddafi with the Black Market Militia. Talk about them a little bit. What's up with the militia? What's up with BMM, man?
We put out the Black Letter not too long ago.
Yeah, I got that joint. That's quality. I like how it just is like one extended track almost.
We wanted to do something different with that. Because everything, once you can keep in the same process, it becomes like a computer, man. And it's like it's not even respected no more. So we like, let's do something different and put when we let this Black Letter go. And because they was coming to me, yo, Rick Ross got this called the Black Market. What's going on? And all this stuff was happening.
Wait, this is at the time y'all released Black Market Militia back in the day? That was like 03, 02.
Nah. That's what I told them. I'm like, wait, you have no idea. Weebay came out with this a long time ago. He made it jacked us for that. And he got that from us because we came out in 04 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, we're going to let go of the Black Letter. And Dreddy Kruger hit me. And he helped me put that together. He actually put it together. He got it to me, and I said, get it to me, and I'm going to get that out there. And, because Trash had just came home. So we once he came home, it was like, okay, now everything is back. The body is back now. And, we all been working. William Cooper dropped a classic album.
I gotta cop that. Because he's Black Market too, right? Cooper,
yes,
yeah.
William Cooper's smashing right now. And he's smashing. Timbo King dropped from Babylon and Timbuktu. Classic. And Priest put out, what was that? The Psychic Wars or War to Read, I think it was recently.
His most recent one is the double track. Is that is a Psychic World? I think it is.
That and it's one he did with was with God's Wrath for somebody. Yeah, shout out to God's Wrath too, because we got some more stuff coming together. That's crazy. That's what's up.
So what's it like working with Priest, man?
Yo, that's like one of the dopest MCs to me in this game.
True.
And you talk about a lot of inspiration. Once me and him get together, it's over.
Yeah, Heavy Mental was just ridiculous, man. When I first heard Heavy Mental, I was like, what in the world is going on? Who is this guy? That's crazy.
When we finished that, nobody knew what to do with that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Nobody knew what to do with it. They were scared of us. They're like, yo, y'all crazy, man. This music is next level. And I was all over that album because me and
you were.
We was together all the time.
Adam to Adams. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Space is my birthplace. I meditate in cocoons. Now I see snakes in human costumes.
Hey,
expand your mind.
I said, look, it's 9-6. Beware biochips.
Come on,
I'm talking about biochips.
In 96. Hey, you smashed that verse out.
That's how deep we was with it. And it was crazy because me and him together we was somewhere. We ran into crazy, what's the name, the Illuminati guy, Anthony Hilda.
Okay.
See, this is why when we came talking about Illuminati, we knew what we was talking about. We knew about Anthony Hill, the Jordan Maxwell. We met those people. We knew all the stuff already.
Wow.
Priest had the first tape anybody ever seen of the Illuminati in hip hop, pretty much. We had the first New World Order tape. That's what everybody talk about. Oh, Illuminati, somebody, all this Illuminati stuff. They ain't even know nothing.
Yeah,
With
y'all.
hip hop, you gotta be very careful with what you show people
Explain that.
because they will run with it ASAP.
Not even knowing what they talking about.
Not at all. They ain't even gotta know nothing. All you gotta do is say, "Yo, I'm about to do this. Look at this." It'll be 30 records come out the next day with that whole thing. So you better watch yourself.
Bunch of snakes in the industry, huh?
95% is all snakes.
95% snakes. That's ill, huh?
It's truth. It's nothing but snakes and wolves. Wolves in sheep clothing.
Vivendi Records, Live Cohen, and all them. That's crazy.
Because they leave the sheep, so where they gonna eat them at? They come over here. They leave the sheep away from things so they can eat them.
So is it the A&R that really like recruits the talent and then changes the image of the artist into what they want?
A&R means artist repertoire.
Okay.
So it's pretty much it's just the ideas and the development of the artist. That's for if you're a person, you say you're an artist, but you like the blank person. You don't got no ideas and nothing. They will put you together. You coming in with no vision, and you don't know what market or you don't know nothing you want to do. They gonna go, okay, we got these beats. You need to be on this kind of beat for this market, and you should pick this beat from so and so because he got that market over there. And that's when you find people doing things and they look like robots doing it.
Right.
And they paying for all of it, huh?
Either that or they're going to get a bill at the end of the day that's going to pay for all of that. And they tell them to have a good time and spend everything because you're going to get a receipt at the end of the day that's going to put your whole life in debt.
That's mad.
See, what people forget about the music business is that it's 10% music and 90% business. So if you're not business educated and you're trying to get into this game, you're going to get robbed by everybody. Everybody talking to you is already in your pockets. Their hands in your pockets already. You already robbed and don't even know it.
Wow.
This is actually business music. That's what the hell it should be called. Instead of going, you want to get into the music business? No, you want to get into business music? Because that's all this shit is about.
So what advice would you give to someone, young cat looking to get into the game? What advice would you give him or her?
That's the exact question I was about to ask.
Make sure your business game is just as good as your music. Make sure it's even balanced with that. Make it a match.
So you talking about publishing?
You better everything, and you better have the knowledge on what you. It's like being a basketball player, and you don't know nothing about no basketball. show up to a basketball game with a baseball bat. You better come with the knowledge. Better do some research and study on this shit before you think you just want to. Oh, I want to be a rapper. I just want to be a rapper because they get rich fast. No. What they don't show you is what they went through to get there. When you see that shit, you're gonna be like, I don't never want to be bothered with that kind of stuff.
Did you have to take your lumps as well, or did you have some advisors or some people that were lacing you to the game before you got engaged in it?
It went kind of both directions, but it's also what you want to do as a person. What's your mentality like?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care, but that my vision was not that. And when I found out the only way I could get to these people or get is I gotta make this kind of music and I gotta do that kind of shit and I gotta wear that, I'm out of here. And I'm fucking. That's when I went to my lawyer, and he told me you need to start your own label. And I said that's what I'm gonna do with that. And he's like, well, you do all the work already. And cause I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy. Because it's like, you want to put out some dope music, but then they got the radio not gonna play this shit. So it's like, what's the point of doing it? So I said, if they want to play like that, then if I gotta go underground, I'm gonna go so hard body underground. They gotta fuck with me, and cause I ain't making that corny gay ass sell soul music, so they won't get that shit from me. So they go somewhere else with that kind of shit.
So people really sell their soul? Do they really fill they pins up with their blood and sign their contracts as well as initiate, as you talked about the boule, the Masonic?
Let me explain to you what a contract is.
Mm-hmm.
A contract is a promise or a covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is a contract.
Right.
That's the Most High's contract with his people. That's what the Decalogue is. It's a damn contract.
Mm-hmm.
The Constitution is pretty much 10. You do this, you do that, and I'll be there for you. If you do this and do that, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to spank your ass then. It's just like your parents say, if you do this, you do that, you get Christmas gifts or some shit at the end of the day. Whatever the hell they decide to tell you. But it's a contract. That's what that is. So a contract is, if you get with somebody and they like, yo, all you gotta do is do this and promise me that you do it. And you go, yeah. And you do it, you just signed a fucking contract against shit. And you don't even know you did it. It don't necessarily mean a fucking piece of paper. A contract don't necessarily. All you gotta do is agree to something that you know you ain't supposed to be doing.
Got him. Hey, what did Tribe say? Industry rule number 4080. What did he say? What did Tips say?
People are
shady. Yeah. That's crazy.
But that's the real. This is the real shit, though. See, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So it is real life when you're gonna get it from me. I'm not gonna give you a clone shit bullshit story. I'm gonna give you the real fucking deal. And if you can't accept it, then beat it. Because if you're looking for lies and bullshit, you're not gonna get it from me. So if you want some fake ass shit, get the fuck off my shit, get off my social medias, all that shit. Because I'm only a real fucking person. And I don't fuck with the fake, faggy, corny shit. I don't do that shit anyway. And if you're looking for that kind of shit, you're not gonna get it nowhere around anybody around me or any of that kind of shit. So if you want some real deal shit, then hit the follow button. Word.
Yes, sir. And that's why we got you on this show, because we deal in the truth and in the reals as well. Hebrew Vision Live, and that's why you the first feature for this Hebrew Music Month, and we definitely gonna represent, ghetto government, Sons of Man. We gonna represent Hell Razah, Heaven Razah, Wings Up all day, because this is what it's about, man. Yes, indeed.
And y'all in Missouri, where you at?
Yeah, yes, sir. We in Missouri. Yeah.
Exactly, because the Missouri chapter, I already know what's popping over here. Wings Up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we getting near that 2-hour mark. We got about 20 minutes left, man.
Well, in that case, what I'm gonna say, early Shabbat Shalom.
That's what's good. That's what's good. Man, you got any questions you want to end up with, Kimati?
I think you took the last couple of my questions I had in mind.
It's all good.
If you come to me, I'll make it known.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm just really excited to have you on board here today. We talked about a lot of stuff, covered a lot of ground.
But it's at this stage of the game, it's very, very, very needed on a high level.
I agree.
I'm on an interview.
I agree.
It's on a very high level right now.
Yeah, it's intense times, man. And the fact that you're promoting the Israelite consciousness in your music, I mean, it goes without saying, because it's the reality of what it is with our people, because we suffering in these streets. You look at all the police terrorism. We did a show on police terrorism in the prison industry and how it's just exploiting us and continue to murder us and warehouse us. I mean, what's your views of that? Like, even taking Colin Kaepernick and what he's doing right now. What's some of your views on what's going on in society in America right now? And do you see us?
If people not paying attention, reality will wake you up and kick you in the butt. Reality will kick you in the ass and make you remember how real shit is. And, when you get comfortable, start trusting shit and getting comfortable with things.
Right. Yeah.
Because not everybody paying attention right now.
They distracted.
Very distracted. Very distracted. And they don't even see what they got right in front of them about to happen to them.
So prophetically, what do you see happening in America? Do you see us staying in America? Do you see us leaving America? What do you see?
Something gonna force you to get the spirit in you, where you're gonna have the rock under you to say, I gotta leave this place. That's how serious it is.
Yep. Have you ever visited the land of Israel yet? Have you gone there?
Not yet, but I'm going. I'm tell you that. But remember, it says, "Come out of her, my people, be not partakers of her sins." Right.
Right.
That's what's got. That's where we at.
That's deep. So
come out of her, my people, which you notice it named it as her.
Right.
And that's not the first time, because it said the virgin daughter of Babylon.
Come on now.
And what's about to run this country?
A female, huh?
soon as that happened, forget about it. Because you remember also that it was a prophecy about the 10 horns and Babylon again, and I think it was that Daniel that did that, because Daniel was prophesizing like this. And Daniel and Reverend John, them two was over. I don't know, they like on the same page, and because the book of Daniel is so close to John and Revelation, it's amazing.
Yes, sir.
And it described pretty much where it said once, surrounded by many waters, and pretty much was talking about the description of New York City, with the Statue of Liberty standing there with the 10 horns and surrounded by the water. That's New York City. So it was very descriptive about what it was talking about. And the stuff that's going on right there, right now, with the you get married, homosexual thing, you know, those are all signs, man. And the ending signs. We like the clock is running out of minutes. The clock is running out of minutes, so you better get ready.
Right. So I hear you mention in the book of John and the book of Revelation, you subscribe to both the so-called Old and New Testaments.
When you say subscribe, but
as far as you observe both of them, like you follow Yahoshua or Yahawashi, you may call him as Mashiach.
See, the thing is, there are 613 statutes, laws, and commandments.
Right.
If you want to fall under that, you what would you do you would not be able to do a thing. So there's a grace. You're lucky for the grace for that, because he said, "I come not to destroy, but to fulfill the prophecies of the Lord in this book." You gotta remember that Israel was out of control, man, and because it was certain things that if you didn't do, you was dying, man. It was serious, it was not a joke. It was not a joke, not at all. The same way, they said don't sleep with each other, would be put to death for that. And that was law. It wasn't no joke. All that homosexual stuff that was, if you was doing that back then, you was dying, man. It's not a joke. That was law. And if we was holding that, we'd be killing each other like crazy because everybody's breaking the law. Nobody holding Sabbath. Everything is out of control right now. So if we didn't have that salvation, we'd be in trouble, man.
That's powerful, Lot. That's powerful.
What would you do? You might as well just go and hide somewhere. Because you would not be able to do a thing. That's how much wickedness you're surrounded by right now.
It is that wicked. It is that wicked.
That's how much wicked is surrounding you right now. That you pretty much, man, and if you try to go under the law and you had to stand there and stay there, whew.
Right.
Whew, good luck with that part.
Yeah, it's some real stuff.
You'll be doing a lot of praying for that one. A lot of praying for that one.
Heaven Razah, I wanted to ask you, what scripts do you read? This Kimati.
Oh, so which what?
I wanted to ask you, what scripts do you read?
Like, what version of the scripture do you use?
I mean, I deal with the Torah, the Tanakh, and there's some ones I came across that I didn't even know existed.
So I mean, you rocking with like the King James?
That is when I want to find something when I gotta talk to people who don't know what I know, and when I know they that's all they know. So now I gotta go there to show them in there.
I see.
Because if I talk about all this other stuff, they'll be like, I don't know what that is. So it's like, what's the point of even doing it?
Yeah.
No doubt. You know, and far as see, we gotta start doing the research on our own, man, because we think that we trust in too much things, man. It's not all our friends like that.
Yeah, do the research. I always tell people that
Go
myself.
to the library. Do you know why the library is called a library?
Yep. Spit that.
That's where the lies is buried.
Yep.
If you want to find out the truth, go to the library and dig up the lies.
Yep.
I try to get you know about this, the non-Hammadi scriptures?
Mm-hmm.
I need my hands on that.
Mm-hmm. I think that deals with a lot of the Gnostic teachings, the non-Hammadi.
It is, and it's the sacred, writings and stuff too. And see what they did was they did a lot of different literature. They put them in different places in books, separated them, mixed them all up so we won't find them.
And call them certain names to throw you off, like the pseudepigrapha and things of that nature.
Yeah, and apocrypha.
Mm-hmm.
Right, make you think it's pseudo.
See, but they was doing that because they was writing themselves into our history. History is his story, and mystery is my story. That's just see what this is word game they've been playing with us too. A lot of this stuff is word games.
Yeah, we gotta break that down.
It is, because a religion is like religion, and a legion is like groups, demons, and devils and stuff. And right. That's right.
That's real. We got about 7 minutes left. I want to thank all of our listeners for listening in, and most especially I want to thank you, Sharon, Heaven Razah Smith. What does Sharon mean, man? How'd your peeps come up with that name?
I think it's a prince.
Okay. That's a powerful name, Mark. That's a powerful name. But I do definitely want to thank you once again for allowing us to get inside your mind and to share, your views, your music, all that stuff with us. It's truly been a pleasure building with you. Definitely keep your ears to Hebrew Vision Live too. We know we got a lot of stuff we're going to be doing in the future. We got a lot of stuff that we've done these past 2 months. We're a new show, so for you to come on this show,
but, I'm gonna get some more stuff for y'all.
No doubt.
Because you brothers is on the team, so I want y'all with the right stuff that you need and make this happen.
That's what's up, Ark. We appreciate that for sure. That's nothing but love, and we got nothing but love for you, man.
Likewise, that's exactly why I'm here too, man. You know how we do it.
Yes, sir. Wings up, Ark.
Wings up.
So Heaven Razah, you want to let the people know how they can, get your music?
Well, iTunes, Spotify, depending on Amazon, it's a lot of places you'll find it. Spotify, it depends on what you use, actually.
Mm-hmm. You got a website?
Yes, hellraiserdigital.com.
Okay. You can be found on Facebook and Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere.
That's how you
see it.
On
your website.
Snapchat, everything, man.
Okay.
And,
Skype.
So on your website, we'll be able to buy your albums, like all your mixtapes, all your albums from your website.
Yep, and if you want to go to, depending on how you listen to your music, type in my name, and everything will come up from recent to what you didn't have.
That's dope. Okay.
That's what's good, man. And we're thankful to have you on the show, Ak. All praises to the Most High. And that's how we're going to conclude the show with your track from Renaissance Child again, Thankful. So we're going to go ahead and give your last part and shouts out, Ak.
Yo, shout out to all my GGO chapters and the family, the whole Hellraiser Music Inc. artists, the whole staff, everybody. The Eye Apparel store, my clothing line partner, Eye Apparel store, the Dunny Master with the toys, all my GGO chapters, and from everybody, the whole family.
There you go. So this is
all the DJs and graphic designers and everything that's with the family. My film crew team, wings up. We stay doing something. Wings up to my Missouri chapter got it popping right now.
Yes, sir. Wings up, Ak.
Hebrew Vision, wings up.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah. So this is Thankful by Heaven Razah off his Renaissance Child. And this is Hebrew Vision. We're going to sign off after this track is here. So check it out.
AKA the Renaissance Child, Razah Rubies, the rabbi. I want to give a special thanks to everybody out there that bought the album, you know. I appreciate that for all the love and support and everything, you know what I mean? Yeah, wings up. Throw your M's in the air, let's go. I'm about that jackpot. Keeping my gat cock still red hook like the G train. Last stop with black cops take up percentage from crack spots. With fans online like I invented a laptop. My black golf ball with a match. My black revolver with bullets that'll tear through your vest. Body armor can turn into martyrs and buried in funeral parlors. I'm covered up with makeup. Keep fucking our cake up. Your moms will be begging the Lord for you to wake up. Like Hiram Melvin and the Blue Notes. I give you two pokes of gun smoke from my toes. You get too close. This is BK, home of the bosses and kidnappers. With ice like April bricks, cold as Alaska. I spit that emerald, sapphire, and jasper. I'm wearing coats so white they call it Casper. And now all the drug kingpins became rappers. And labels wanna buy out artists to keep their masters. What's the royalty point with no loyalty? When CEOs wiping their nose, slipping your budget up, and tell you that you need more scans to bring the numbers up. It's all recoupable from your birth to your funeral. Streets are musical, pay your debts or they suing you. Back or shooting you, it's whatever's more suitable. I wanna thank all my fans for their love and support, because it wouldn't be me without no records you bought. I had to bring it back raw for the streets of New York and leave something for these critics and these haters to talk. And now a problem, a thorn in your side, a suicidal bomb threat. Every morning you rise, a stolen your drive, a program to open your mind. And I coach you to rhyme, a prayer like a ghetto rapper that stay on the grind. Before any label can sign, I'm doing numbers online. Matter of fact, independently fine. Get off of my vine and go and find a mountain to climb. I'm where crime ain't illegal, we pay bills and feed you. When jars be fire and we hire those people. We stuck with the choice of the lesser of two evils. I'm camouflage, you know I blend with the Amazon. Project apartments turn to Pentagons. My 16 bars, they study in synagogue. Niggas shuffle chariot cars, search for other gods. It's hard, but I'm the youngest nigga ill thus far. Cause I ain't trying to be J-Pop, Nas or Biggie Smalls. Keep my currency flowing like Niagara Falls. Get it cracking like the Berlin Wall. You hear the Maccabee roll call. Bullets travel in you like pinball. I'm bankster, all about deposits and withdrawals. A fist full of dollars, I advise you to get yours. Yo, count your money, man. Got it? 100,000. Take that money, 200,000. Go break bread with your niggas, man. Good? You know what I'm saying? To teach them all the same thing. No doubt, son. We all leaders. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it like this. Razah, aka the Renaissance Child. I like to give a special thanks to the Most High for waking me up this morning, for making everything real, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the simple things in life, you know what I mean? I'm thankful for being able to see out of my two eyes right now, hear out of my both.
Thank you for listening to Hebrew Visions. Tune back in next week, Thursday. Gonna have another feature on here. And then we will continue with Hebrew Music Month. This is Mikael Corbin Yahoo and my aunt Kimathi Malaku L.